We're back now with the war in Ukraine, and Ukrainian officials are urging residents in the eastern part of the country to leave now before Russia sends additional troops that way.
This morning, UN General Assembly voted on whether to suspend Russia from its Human Rights Council. CBS 4's Skyler Henry has the latest from Washington.
About 1,000 Ukrainians fleeing the hard-hit city of Mariupol have been rescued by the Red Cross. Buses could not make it to them, but residents able to travel outside the city to board. Mariupol's mayor estimates Russian troops have killed 5,000 civilians, and Ukrainian officials are warning that number could get much higher if remaining residents in the country's eastern region don't leave soon. Russia says that's where it will concentrate its troops, and the fighting is expected to intensify. Today, Ukraine is asking the G7 and NATO for more weapons to prevent further atrocities.
Either you help us now, and I'm speaking about days, not weeks, or your help will come too late.
In the city of Bucha, more than 400 civilians' bodies were found, many shot in the street at close range with their hands bound. There are survivors, including this woman, who says she and her family stayed in her freezing basement for 35 days. Today, the UN General Assembly will vote on a resolution that will strip Russia of its seat on the Human Rights Council. In response to the civilian deaths, there have been a steady stream of sanctions announced by the Biden administration. Today, the Commerce Department says it will move to prevent Russian airlines from receiving items from the U.S., including parts for their aircraft.
On this vote, the yeas are 100.
This morning, the Senate voted on a bill that strips Russia of its most favored nation status. It's already passed in the House.
The legislation will go a long way to landing a painful, severe blow on Putin's economy. It will hinder his ability to keep funding his war machine.
Yesterday, President Biden announced new sanctions against Russia's largest banks and the two grown daughters of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Skyler Henry, CBS News, the White House.
And the Senate also voted to ban the importation of Russian oil.